Autumn here. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to share a video of how I've been working on this painting, specifically the wings and the hair, and talk a bit about how I've been collecting agents to work on my writing journey. When I say collecting agents, I mean compiling a list that I've been researching of ones I'm considering approaching with my book submission. There are a ton of videos out there with tips for finding agents to approach, so I'm not going to give tips. I'm just going to share my method so far, which has been mostly researching the agents of books that I myself have read and enjoyed. And if that agent is not available or accepting submissions at this time, I look at their agency and see if there's any other agents that would be a good fit to try. And of course, I'm looking at their wish list and what they're looking for and doing all the research to see if they'd even be a good fit or possibly interested. And then I'm putting all the info on a list to look back at when I'm ready to start the actual querying process. I'm also finishing up the final read-through of my book. It probably won't be final. I'm going to just keep picking at bits and pieces of it, but the hopeful final read-through, making sure everything makes logical sense, kind of brainstorming if it's having the impact that I want it to have, and tweaking characterization just a little bit. So for a little background, I am an artist, and for the past 3 years, I've been working on a fantasy novel, among other things, of course, art and stuff. I decided that after years of being an artist and creating lots of stories visually, I wanted to try a little more seriously to create a written story. And I've made short stories before, but this is my first finished full-length novel. Very excited to have finished it. I feel like that's an accomplishment in and of itself, and I am happy with that. So if it goes nowhere else, it's at least complete. And I'll share a few updates here and there on how the book project's going, along with some videos of my painting, because I'd much rather you stare at some art than my face. For this painting, I'm attaching cicada wings to the hair. The cicada wings are translucent, but the veins are dark, so they'd blend in the hair, which is why I did underpainting of a very light violet. I chose violet to offset the color of the wings, which is tinted ever so slightly orange. And as you can hear, I have my almost 2-year-old son with me in the background, so finding time to paint and write can be a bit of a challenge, but overall I manage. Might make a separate video about that. Okay, so the rest of this video is really just me picking at this painting and touching it up a bit after I added the crown of wings. Story behind this painting is it's about pollinators, the connection between plant, pollinator, and person. The butterflies are carnier blues, which rely on the plant I've painted, which is wild lupine. It's a host plant for the carnier blues caterpillars, which means that the caterpillars rely on the plant to reach adulthood. In this case, these caterpillars only grow on this plant, so it's crucial, and they are an endangered insect. And the cicada wings I attached are from a brood of cicadas that hatched in Iowa, near Keokuk, Iowa, late this summer. They're one of the 13-year cicadas, which means they only emerge from the ground every 13 years. And I was lucky enough to get a bunch of their wings once they had left them behind, which means no insects were harmed in the harvesting or saving of these wings. They have been cleaned and are safe for use within art. So here she is mostly done with the cicada wings in her hair. Thanks for watching today.